Cool.
I got 21 seconds to go.
No,
I got 21
no,
seconds to go.
no.
And if you let me know, let me hit studio. I got 21 seconds before I got to go. If you see me in the video,
Go.
if you see me on the radio,
No. Oh.
if you have me on the video,
No
I got
one
21
knows
seconds
that.
No,
Even the older guys, even like freaking Diogo wasn't born before.
No, they were but a speck in their father's eye when
Mate,
that came
bruv,
out.
we're closer to freaking Beethoven than these guys are to that song.
Thank you for making me feel so old there.
Yeah,
Thank
right?
you very much. Thank you so much. What's happening, everybody, and welcome back to Streamcast, the show on the internet where we watch the latest and greatest stuff on streaming services with you guys.
That's
I'm
right.
one of your hosts, Eddie, along with my bro, the inverted gamer himself, Sheps. How's it going, bro?
It's going good. How's it going, man?
The bro is always changing and it's always being funny.
It's forever changing.
But is it going good? Are you happy to be back? We're finishing off What If.
Yeah.
It's finally coming to an end.
Yeah, see, the way you say it like that, a little bit of me wishes we'd done the Star Wars, what's the...
Visions, is it?
Yeah, Star Wars Visions. I wish we'd done that instead, because only 2 episodes have been good. None have been, like, terrible.
Yeah.
I never feel like, oh, man, I wasted my time.
Yeah.
I have a list of things where I'm like, if you want to punish someone, make them watch this. Right? Like Lord of the Rings Extended Cut, as an example.
Exactly. Yeah,
Just an example of terrible things.
MCU movies, got
Right. But this... Do you know the worst part is I would say the second best episode in the whole show was the first part of this.
Yeah?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Okay, good.
And then it...
Yeah, I'm very much on that level where I don't feel like... I wouldn't say to somebody, this is terrible, this isn't... Like the way that we talk about Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
We don't talk about this that way.
Unfortunately, they only made 5 seasons.
Unfortunately, I wish they'd continued more, but...
Unfortunate.
They didn't.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they're doing a prequel. I'm like, finish the series first. God. So strange. I don't put this in that same category, right?
Yeah.
Of like it being bad. But I wouldn't recommend someone go watch this if they're like, do you know what? I really want to fill my time. I want to enjoy myself and do something. I wouldn't say go watch
Smallville.
What If. Smallville would be the one.
Right.
Each and every time. Have you got 270 hours to spare?
Something nice and easy. 15 seasons of Supernatural. Right? But no, I'm with you where it's like, I wouldn't recommend someone watch it. You know, if you've got time to kill, you've watched everything else, yeah, why not?
Yeah, Apocalypse, Netflix for some reason, the Netflix servers are the only things working.
Right.
You've burnt through everything else they have. Literally everything. You get down to it and you're like, cool, no problem. Let me see if What If's on there. Even though I said Netflix, I meant Disney+.
I was about to pull you up on it, but I was like, let's see where he goes.
Gloss past it. Here we go.
Yeah.
There we go onto it and we're like, oh no, do you know, it'd be funny, it does the Netflix thing where you're like, let me type in, is What If on Netflix? Oh, What If? Yeah.
No, it's only Disney.
No, it's not here. It's in the search function, but it's not there. Anyway, if this was the last thing, then go ahead and watch it. You'll be all right.
Yeah, but again, couldn't recommend it. Of all the other stuff that's actually on Disney Plus,
Yeah. Exactly.
couldn't put this above most of it.
Yeah.
Not this bad, but
just
not
to
good enough.
summarize what we're doing here, we because last week we had some issues in terms of scheduling and things like that, boring stuff that
As
you don't
planned,
care about. Oh yeah.
This 2-part episode is coming out in one finale post.
Exactly.
As we planned and announced. If you didn't see it, that's your fault.
Yeah, exactly. There was
Patreon.com/conversations.
There's going to be 2 episodes in this one, episode 8 and the finale, episode 9, and we're going to wrap it up all in one right here.
That's right, just like we did with The Witcher.
Exactly, where we finished that nicely. We did the finale nicely as well. Anyway, before we get going, we have some special people to thank.
That's right, we do.
Those
Incredible guys that make this all possible. They keep the lights and mics on, and the gaming and the streaming services going here.
That's it.
At Streamcast, the flagship show
Yes.
on the FPN.
That was a vigor. Flagship show.
That's right, on the FPN. We're the only guys that bring you consistent content. Don't forget it.
Yeah.
Conversations, consistent content. The 3 C's.
Exactly.
Well, we're the 2 C's of conversations, but...
Yeah.
Who do we have to thank?
We have Diogo Dildo, Isak the Ultimate Cumsock, Carol Rivia, aka Catsper the Friendly Patron, Record Friction, Jeremy Renner, that's right, an official Avenger, Martin Scorsese's Master H. Bart's 12, the Super Sus Ben Fryer, the Star Wars Encyclopedia Adam Sunling, Filthy...
running back.
The Filthy FIFA fanatic Joe McCormack, whose birthday is today, actually, as of recording.
Hey.
Hey, happy birthday, bro. The super sexy producer Sean, my juicy left nut, Kevin, the number one simp. Of Xbox. And also Big Boy Billy that I forgot to put in there as well.
Boy.
Thank you guys so much for keeping the lights and mics on and the streaming services going here at Streamcast.
That's
Thank
right.
you so much right here.
That's right. That's patreon.com/conversations for the best content on the internet,
The
not
best content.
the other guys. Ignore those.
Those guys. What do they know? What do they know? All
Yeah.
you get is lasers saying he's made a mistake when really it was his parents that made the mistake.
Wow.
Oh,
Are you going to beef my boy Wames out when his dog just got into Smash?
Oh, sorry. We forgot Sora's in Smash
Sora's
now.
in Smash now.
Shit, that dog was hyped.
I saw, just before we
Just
get
the
into
Doge
this,
coming on.
I saw a freaking meme. It's Waluigi is that guy that lie on the floor, try not to cry. And it's Waluigi is like, lie on the floor, try not to wah a lot.
That's fucking hilarious.
Because everybody's been saying, like, give us Waluigi, give us Master Chief. I'm not even a Smash guy, and I'm like, Sora, get it, I like it, but there was a list, and he wasn't at the top.
There was a lot of people before that would have come in there.
Right.
Instead, they picked a character from a Disney princess game. Anyway, guys, let's move on
Let's do
to
it.
episode 8 of What If. Now, I'm going to come fully clean here. My notes somehow disappeared for episode 8,
Right.
and Sheps is the only one that has the notes, so he's going to be holding down this whole episode.
So,
Which is disaster right from the get-go, so just so you guys know. I've got notes for the episode 9, but we're going to go off of my memory, not so great, and Sheps' notes for the...
I'm going to say
for this one.
vindicated. Because
Right.
I've been given a lot of shtick online. People have been talking smack about my paper notes. And the thing is, why can't you find your notes?
Yeah, because my computer's eating them somehow. I don't know what's happened. It's, but the paper still exists.
When you use tree corpses, everything stays put.
Groot corpses, there you
That's
go.
right.
What it is.
It's just a Groot tattoo is all this is. It's just my notes of what if. So,
Start this episode off, everyone. Go on.
the Witcher, the Watcher,
The Witcher, the Watcher, yes.
different streamcast.
Time, space, and all the rest.
Of all the stories, this one breaks my heart. I love that was a great intro to this episode. Of all the stories, this one truly breaks my heart. I was like, oh, damn, son.
Yeah.
Weird way knowing how the 2 episodes go
Yeah.
to start it. But
Now you know, yeah.
yeah, but a great, a corking intro,
Yeah.
cracker. I think we opened in like Apocalypse. I assumed it was New York, but it's actually Mouse Cow.
Mouse, oh yeah, Mouse Cow, yeah, Mouse Cow.
It's Black Widow
Yep.
on a motorbike. Her and
Clint,
yep.
that's what it says on that paper.
The problem with writing notes is your handwriting, and my handwriting is not easy to read even for me. Akira style animation here. Like we watched Akira for Anime
Yeah.
Club. Very
much.
Akira-esque.
Yep.
It's her and Clint running from like flying Ultronses.
Yeah, all of those robots that we saw in Age of Ultron, all the drones that Ultron has
Right.
made, and they're like Hawkeye slicing them up with that bow and arrow, just pap, 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 pap. Everyone's
Exactly.
getting taken out.
Now, so it's kind of a what if Ultron won.
Yeah.
The beef continues. They have like 90 seconds or something to beef out all these Ultron bots
Yeah.
and manage it. It's
Do you know? Did you understand why that was?
so I think having seen the full episode, it's that within that time frame it will transmit their location.
Yeah, I got it as sort of like a. If it's a small thing, it won't let everyone else know.
Right, it's not
But
gonna,
if it's
exactly.
if this beef is lasting more than 90 seconds, then this must be a big thing. Why don't I call for backup?
Yeah.
And then Ultron comes and then destroys
because
everything.
there's no way Ultron's going to notice 90 bots or whatever it is getting destroyed in the middle of Moscow,
Yeah.
but only if they upload a signal, right?
Right.
So I did think, though, because Clint gets his arm ripped off,
Yes.
and it turns out it's robotic, and I was like, I was wrong about it being Bucky. It's Clint. That's
It's
the android.
Clint the whole time. He's an android. Oh my god.
I legit was like, oh shit, he's one of them. This proper Terminator stuff. No, he's just got a robotic arm for reasons.
Turns out that the apocalypse did him bad.
Right, and he has Harry Potter's invisibility cloak.
Yes,
That was weird.
That was weird as well. Like,
Cool,
where did that come from?
Right.
Yeah. And they can't notice it. None of the bots could see anything. It was just like immediately invisible, done. But they're in Moscow for a reason, aren't they?
Yeah, well, so we flash back to Ultron winning, and it's him. He defeats the Avengers and leaves the two shit-tier just people alive. He beats Tony, he beats Thor.
That's some Hawkeye disrespect right here.
Right.
Some Hawkeye... Black Widow, I get. Hawkeye disrespect.
My money's on Black Widow every day beating Clint. Just saying. Every day. He gets the Ultron body. He beats them, and then launches the nukes. So like he just nukes the planet.
Yes, he does. He just annihilates everything,
and goes about like sort of cleaning up, right?
Yeah.
And then things get worse because he's sort of there's Ultron surveying
the Vision
as Ultron, the Ultron surveying his work.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, shit's about to get real because behind him a portal opens and Thanos with the gauntlet and all but one stone pops out. I like this. This I like the best. This is the best version of doing Thanos dirty in the whole
because Thanos pops out in his badass way, just sort of calmly. It's like, I've got all of these Infinity Stones. Only one I need is the Mind Stone. I'm going to go get it right now. I'm a badass. Walks out. So Ultron's just like, interesting.
Like that one scene from the Resident Evil movie.
Yeah, just diced him into pieces. It was just like,
because that would work, innit? If Thanos is dead before he can like defend himself or turn back time, it's like they should have gone for the head.
Yeah,
and unzips him.
That was like, that's all it would have taken. Man, the Avengers are shit. Jesus Christ!
Vision, what are you doing, bro?
You had the power all along.
I actually don't mind this because, immediately my chick was like, well, how come, because I watched it with my girlfriend, she was like, how come he beats Thanos like that and the Avengers couldn't? And I'm like,
because the Avengers are shit.
Obviously, the Avengers are shit. They're not the Justice League.
Exactly.
But also, Thanos is coming into a fight with the Avengers.
Yeah.
Here he's just turned up and there's a guy in front of him.
Yeah.
Who just immediately just slaughters him.
He just severely underestimated his opponent straight away.
Exactly. He's not knowing that the Avengers are coming because he bumps into Tony in space. He bumps into Thor and Hulk. Yeah. He knows the Avengers are there. He knows there's a fight waiting for him. In this version, he just appears ready, but not ready for a fight. He's ready to conquer a planet.
Yeah.
But he's just sort of turning up, gonna use the power and do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And then just the lights go out.
And also, he's one of the... Thanos is more one of those villains as well that would like to intelligently put his argument forward while he's making his...
He wants people to know.
Exactly. I'm doing this for the good of the planet. Because there's plenty of times he could have just deleted someone like that. And he just didn't. And like Loki even, he had two stones, I think, the time when he killed Loki. He could have done it a different way. Instead, he wanted to do it intimately, where he's strangling him right in front of his face. It's more than just snapping someone out of existence. Ultron, on the other hand, completely in the opposite
he's a total
camp.
robot.
I need to destroy something. Destroy it. Done.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Done.
So I actually didn't mind it. And my chick didn't love it. Immediately I had to explain why, that. I thought that was a sick way to delete Thanos. Way better than ending an episode on, say, I don't know, a zombie Thanos that still wants to do everything it wants to do and has the Infinity Stones and can use all of its powers. He becomes Mega Ultron, right? How does that work? How do the stones just sort of like float around? Oh, he uses the nanotech to get it, right?
This is the thing. He puts his hand out and they just sort of float to him. I think it's one of the things we just have to kind of accept, but it was a bit... Especially towards the end of the episode 9, the finale, where they're both just going like that. Maybe Ultron, but then...
Right, why would Killmonger just be like,
Wait, Killmonger did what?
I don't know. Killmonger's in this one?
I didn't know, bruv. I didn't know. Jesus, man, we must have dreamt something just there.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
But so Mega Ultron is like, I've brought peace to Earth.
And he sits down to like examine everything he's done. It's like,
And
Peace.
and it kind of is like, well, shit. Now what do I do?
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's peace on Earth, but the rest of the universe needs me to bring peace to it.
Exactly.
And so he goes around.
Deleting planets.
I don't know if it's here. The watch says it, but at some point it's either here or once he's done with this.
I think he's done with the universes,
Yeah.
and then he comes up behind him, like looking through the
Right,
the
that's
glass.
right, yeah,
He's like, but and then it dawned on him like what his purpose was, like what else did he have
Yeah.
left to do?
And then he clocks the watcher.
And then he turns around and he sees him. He's like, you. It's like, what are you doing there?
Yeah, yeah.
And then he sort of like looks in through the glass and he can see the other universes.
It's a pretty cool scene.
That was very cool.
Two things. One, it was cool to see the alternate version of, like, we go to Asgard, we saw Korg, we see the Guardians on Sovereign, but without Peter Quill, maybe with Peter Quill, I forget.
I think it was without.
Because because that's right, it is without, because we saw Peter in the Dairy Queen
Yes.
with Ego. We saw Sakaar, we saw Ego, we saw Xandar. Captain Marvel
Yes.
arrives to beef him out,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh shit, okay, now this is
This
interesting.
is a serious fight now. Okay.
Because-
all right.
Because canonically, despite being a terrible character
Yeah.
and almost impossible to write, even worse than Superman. Like, Superman is like, man, you suffer from a Superman problem.
Superman he's got the human element of him that makes him so cool and interesting.
And kryptonite.
With Captain Marvel, I don't see any humanity in it.
It's rough. But she turns up and you're like, okay, this is a pretty solid fight, right? Like,
What's gonna happen?
Captain Marvel versus Thanos with all the stones. Like, Thanos should win that, but she can go toe to toe. So now, okay, let's see how this goes. Just deletes her, basically.
Delete.
Which is kind of fair enough.
Yeah, he's an AI with no compassion, no remorse, with a mission, and has all the power in the universe.
And no, like, sense of competition.
Yeah.
Right, like Thanos would be willing to fight someone strong. Like when we meet Thanos, he goes into a strength contest with the Hulk to see if he's stronger than the Hulk. That's how Thanos operates, but this is not Thanos.
Exactly.
So she's deleted, and then, like you said, Ultron clocks. The watch says, oh, the realization that all his work was done, like, almost broke the robot or the android or the AI. And then he notices him.
He notices the Watcher, and he notices the other universes beyond the glass, beyond the wall.
The outside of the edge.
Yeah.
Like, he realizes he's in a fish tank.
And the Watcher's just sort of like, huh!
You're not supposed to be able to see. Question, though. How is it he can do that?
Yeah.
Because Thanos wasn't like, oh, shit, hey, look, multiverse.
It's an unanswered question, isn't it?
Yeah.
They probably they make it go, oh, he could see through. It must be the power of the stones. Other people have had the stones,
I guess. Do you know what?
and it's not the intellect of a robot that's made it happen.
Maybe because the universe is entirely quiet.
Maybe.
And
No background noise.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing else to take his attention away. Oh, hey, someone's watching me.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that.
It's great that at the moment that Ultron was deciding that, like, my life is empty now. I have no purpose. I have nothing. I'm a program with no function anymore. That's the moment that he notices all the other universes.
Right.
Like, I must bring peace to all of these places
bring
now.
Peace
Peace
to all of them.
Forced peace.
There is one thing that I forgot to get. I just thought it was a really cool scene, which is once he gets all the stones.
Yeah.
He creates a bunch of mini Ultrons, and then that weird ship that's kind of like an Ultron head.
Yeah.
Just not relevant at all. I just enjoyed the imagery of that.
Yeah.
Then what happens?
If I remember, Watcher comes
We're back
back.
to so
Do we? Yeah. So let's wrap up what they're doing in the on Earth.
yeah.
still.
On that Earth, Nat and Clint go to the KGB files
Yes.
to find stuff. It's weird because it kind of goes backwards and forwards. In my notes, like, they go there, and then we cut back to Ultron, who beefs out the Watcher, who then runs away and comes back and he's like, guys, you need to do the thing. I can't help you. I'm not going to talk to you, but you got to find the thing. Please find the thing.
He's like,
bruv, tell him.
They're like, we're gonna have to look through all these things for a certain file. You'll know when you find it. Why can't you just say the name of it? Anyway.
Just tell me.
You know what? You'll know when you find it. And they start going through all of this paperwork and all of these files, and the Watcher there, like you said, just trying to egg them on. It's like, yes, you're so close. Come on, you got it.
Clint sits down the box
gives
before,
up the next box. It's like, so no, don't give up.
And
You're
isn't
so
it even
close.
a few files. He's like 4 files away, and it says Zola, and you're like,
exactly.
this is pointless, Nat.
This is all pointless.
No, Clint, no.
And then Nat comes up and she like continues where he left off and sees it immediately and it's like, you're gonna feel so stupid that you almost gave up.
Yeah.
It's like, what, is it there? Yeah. And they look at it and they're like, oh, this is the answer.
This is it.
And they go, yeah.
And that's it. It's the file on Zola.
Yeah.
And
The
where
German scientist. No, he's
he's a Hydra scientist. I freaking
Hydra confirmed, guys. Fucking, I doubted him just like all of you guys did. I called him a moron. I called him an idiot.
The ultimate big bad.
A proper Neanderthal. But then there you go. Here we are right here.
True or false? The ultimate big bad in the universe ended up as a Hydra scientist in a vibranium body trying to get the Infinity Stones. True or false? Confirmed. That was called all the way back in episode 1 of WandaVision. I'm a freaking genius.
He played a long game, lads, but he got us all egg on face.
Never forget it.
What do you mean vibranium body? What are you talking about?
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Talking of Hydra, though.
Yes.
They find the place. Is it Siberia? It's the Winter Soldier training ground thing. Right?
If it's the Winter Soldier, then if I remember correctly, he was in the bottom of the bunker in, was it New Jersey, wasn't it?
No, it's Siberia. I swear it's in Siberia. Because you know where they teach...
No, it was Siberia.
Yeah, because
right.
that's where they have Bucky and the other super soldiers, and then Bucky just freaking deletes them.
Yeah. The bottom of the...
God, those movies are so good.
The bottom of the New Jersey place is the S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, so there's a Zola there.
Oh, there is?
There is 2 Zolas.
Oh,
there's multiple Zola copies. One, S.H.I.E.L.D. captured and took there.
Right.
And the other, there was another copy, and it was here running
there was only one.
The Hydra operation.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, so they go and they find Zola and they like talk to him. They're like, look, the world is completely destroyed. There's only me and Clint right here.
It's just us two.
And it's all because of this big murder robot, this AI and whatnot. So either you help us out and you destroy Ultron, or everything gets destroyed and there's no point of you even being here.
Right.
And so he resists a little bit. They go to pour a little bit of water on his electronics. He's like, no, stop. Okay, all right, I'll do everything. And they bang him on a USB.
They bang him on a USB.
On an arrow.
That's how USB works.
The best USB.
It's a USB like Z.
Yeah, well,
ultimate USB.
Exactly.
USB-U. USB. I think so. My chick was like, I don't get why this guy would agree to this, and it's so Hydra can rise again, right? If there's no world, no Hydra.
I was thinking about this when I found out what they were doing, when they were like, okay, we're going to plug it into one of the bots, and then you're going to infiltrate their whole system, and you're going to get to Ultron and shut him down.
Yeah.
I was like, that last bit is a problem. I don't think he's going to shut him down.
He's gonna make Ultra Hydra.
You're going to give him a perfect, amazing body with Infinity Stones. I don't understand.
Right, like, what the frick?
Have you thought this plan through? I get it, you're 2 people left.
Right.
I get it, you're desperate. But then you're going to be 0.
I think their idea is that if he gets into one of them, then he can sort of upload to all of them, and then it will be 2 AI. It'll be like the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, where Ultron will be too busy with Zola, and Zola won't be able to overpower Ultron, that they'll just functionally just all stop, and you can go around and turn all the bots off.
Possibly. Maybe that's what they were thinking.
And then I guess the plan is to go through the really arduous prospect of repopulating the Earth.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I've read the Bible. Tough. This is doable.
There is one problem. Nat's no longer fertile.
Oh shit!
I guess we're gonna have to really try.
Yeah,
really try. You know what? We've tried the vagina too many times. Let's try the anus now. Let's
go
try
for the butt babies.
Let's try it. Oh, it's not working as well.
Damn it!
Well, we only have one option, just to keep trying. Every day.
We won't use the Infinity Stones to bring everyone back, or even just your uterus. Let's just keep trying.
No, we'll just keep trying.
For the future of the species, we'll keep trying. Day in, day out.
Maybe we should do this. Maybe we should do this suspended from the ceiling. Have we got? Let's see if we can find something we can make.
There's got to be a sex swing.
Gotta be
somewhere.
Somewhere. It's New York. Come on now.
Moscow even.
Moscow even have it. God,
also,
for sure.
Do you know what? I'm not going to ask too many questions. But like, how do they get to Moscow without Ultron noticing?
Mate.
How?
Look, they didn't have time to put in the trek in between, and they walked.
Yes,
they walked.
True. It was a walk from America.
Yeah.
a totally different landmass to mainland Europe, I guess.
What it is the nukes that came down reshaped the Earth, and there was a nice path.
Why didn't you just say that? That was nice and easy.
Path to
That
Moscow.
path.
And
The
there was
direct line.
There was a sign as well. It said Moscow.
And obviously the roads are good enough to get wheeled vehicles there.
No, they walked it. They hiked it. It was
And they
Death
found the
Stranding
motorbike
all
there.
over again.
Oh, right,
That's
right,
what it
right.
was.
Death Stranding, the documentary.
Exactly.
Cool. In the meantime,
Yes.
Mega Ultron bursts through the things and fights the Watcher, who, by the way, the Watcher's pretty freaking strong.
Yes.
So why doesn't he beef out Ultron?
He seems like a floaty guy with a big head.
Right.
And then when it comes down to a fight, he goes all like Kamehameha,
Right.
like powerful. Ah!
He would go Super Saiyan, but he doesn't have enough hair.
He doesn't have enough hair for
The
that.
eyebrows go
Hairs
yellow.
go more. He's and he gets like a suit of armor as well
Yeah,
at one
it's
point.
pretty
Quite
sick.
badass.
I honestly kind of believe that he probably could have done it solo, but he's a little bitch. His job. Do you know what it is? He got a cushy job, and he was like, I don't really feel like doing any work.
I'm just gonna chill out.
I'm gonna delegate my tasks because I'm a manager. I'm not like in the trenches anymore.
It's like these hands, they're not made for actually doing,
Right,
they're meant for
right.
directing.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
And so he runs away.
Yes.
We'll
through a
come
bunch
back
of
to where he goes to because there's a
Yes.
little bit more left.
Yeah.
They find Zola. They convince him. They plug him into the USB. Ultronses arrive.
Yeah.
And
the
these
bots.
don't. The thing is, though, these guys don't seem to be Ultron.
Yeah.
They're Ultronses.
They just attack. They're like bees, essentially, of like
Right.
a hive mind. They just attack this thing, attack a human
Right.
if we see them, wherever it is. And they have to
They're
fight them off.
drones, innit? Yeah.
They grab one of them, and they load Zola
Yeah.
into the bot. And
luckily placed USB port in the eyeball.
in the eyeball every single time.
This is where androids keep their USBs.
Exactly. That's where I insert everything. And and immediately once Zola comes online, he's like, "Oh, this feels great,"
And he
then
goes
they bust
green.
off his legs.
Yeah. Why?
Just in case you get
Right.
any ideas.
We-
But we'll give you a vibranium bot with Infinity
Thank
Stones.
you!
Why are you not thinking that far ahead?
The plan is that he's going to take over the army outside the door and the vibranium android body with with at least one Infinity Stone.
Don't worry.
No legs.
They'll do the exact same thing as soon as the other bots come online. Bust them all in the legs.
Right. That's
And
it.
then
Just
it-
bap, 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 bap,
And then
bap.
it's all just Nazi zombies again,
Yeah.
where it's like they're all on the ground and like.
Because luckily these things don't have, guns in their arms.
No. They couldn't fly. They don't have like things in their hands and whatnot.
And luckily it's a multicolored LED in all of these robots.
Yes.
Because as soon as he's in it, everything's green.
It's like red symbolizes bad,
Right,
green, yay, good, good.
It's one of those interesting, like, I get it, it's a visual, like, mechanic.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit, like, on the nose, isn't it?
They upload him into the bot, and then they
Yeah.
go, okay, I'm trying to infiltrate the network now. It's all like a hive mind. I need like 90 seconds, whatever it is. Seconds are counting down.
Yeah.
These guys are bashing through this door that they just closed themselves into. When it counts down to 1, everything sort of goes silent for a second. But then it starts banging even harder, and you're like, what the hell's going on? Did it work? And it goes, it appears to be I can't connect to
So
the main...
He's like, although the bodies are, like, equipped for interstellar communication, so I can get to all of them, the, like, hive mind,
Yeah. Is unreachable.
yeah,
Because it's not in
it's not in the universe.
galaxy.
Which
Somewhere
is
else.
pretty cool. You
That
know?
is pretty cool. It's a good idea. That.
So then
Anyway.
they decide, okay, we'll Batman Begins it,
Yeah.
or whatever it is. Which one is that?
I think it's Batman.
Yeah.
No. It's the last one. Dark
Yeah,
Knight
that's
Rises.
it.
Dark
Well,
Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises. That's the one.
And he's like climbing up the. They
Yeah.
have to climb out of this well.
Exactly. They climb out of the thing, and Clint sprains his ankle. What happened?
He's got Zola on his back, right? So it's
Yeah.
like a little bit of extra weight. And I was like, if
But
you
he's
left his
Clint.
legs, you could have fucking left.
He could have
him
maybe
there.
walked.
Exactly.
Or take the arms off and it'd be lighter.
Or he could have flown you guys out. But okay, who cares?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can all fly.
You screwed yourself on this one, okay?
You played yourself.
It's like, checkmate to myself. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, I'll apply some aloe vera to that burn.
They're making their way up, and I think they're like, obviously the bots come through, and I think one of them like knocks them. They start to fall down. Nat holds on to Clint.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you have to let me go. This is not going to work
Reverse
out.
endgame scene.
Reverse endgame, exactly. Clint throws Zola up and lets go.
Wait. So Zola is too heavy to be easy to climb around, but easy enough to one-arm fling.
One-arm fling.
And then he's like, you know what, Nat? I could really use a nap. I'm a little tired.
Yeah. He does do one cool thing before he ends. When they're having that moment where they're like hanging like that, he makes like a force field with his thing. And they're like, oh, I can't break through. Oh my God, it's like a fly shield. Oh wait, I can. And then they go through.
Yeah, we can't break through. Oh wait, no, we can.
And as he's falling, he pulls out another one, makes a massive explosion. Everything gets destroyed.
I'm a sucker for this shot. Like, this kind of shot. The falling with the angelic light behind the stuff into the enemy stuff. They did it in Aquaman where they jump in the sea with the flares. I don't know what it is about that shot. I'm a sucker for it. It was the one of the best things in the show visually. I freaking love the shot, but it doesn't make any freaking sense. No. I'm tired now. Oh, you're too tired to get unlimited rest when we win in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Come on, Clint. Come on, Clint.
You're useful. Jesus Christ. You're literally halving the population of the universe.
Wow. Facts and
selfish.
And deleting the only fertile part of the universe.
Right.
What is wrong with you?
Right.
What is wrong with you, Clint?
Anyway. And what happens next? My memory is foggy.
Ultron and the Watcher beef. The Watcher runs. Oh, yeah. So the beef is actually at the end. Yeah. They beef it out. It's actually a pretty good fight. And the Watcher's like, this is too much hard work. I'm out. Later, I'm going to run to, even though you can see everything, to somewhere you can't see now.
Yeah.
But I can see, because I know it's there, but you can't see it because...
He goes to the Doctor Strange universe where he shrunk himself down.
The micro universe, yeah.
And
I loved seeing this.
It was cool.
I loved the Watcher's in darkness is like on his knees, sort of defeated, and then what little light you can see, you see like the Cthulhu-esque face and everything, and it pulls back in, and it's that strange. You're like, it's wrapping back around to at least the best episode.
Yep.
Like sick, and then okay, cool. We need to do a thing.
We need to assemble something.
Let's put together a team.
There was an idea.
Oh no! No!
Nick, is that you? No, it's not. Okay.
Okay. No. Let's talk about this. One, I can't believe they ended it there.
Yes.
I mean, a great place to end it, but like, a little bit of me in the back of my mind was like, they're not going to come back to this. The last one's going to be... And that's how the first one starts, and I was like, man...
That was the thing. When all up to now, it was everything standalone and then end on a big cliffhanger. And it got gradually worse and worse and worse. And this would have been the worst one.
And we've seen a couple episodes where they tease a thing that we have seen related to and then never come back to it. So I was a little bit worried about that. And then I have a question for anyone putting together super teams.
Yeah.
When you have guys like Thor, even Black Panther, and Captain America, who, by the way, in comparison, realistically, shit tier.
Yeah.
Right? Like, Cap doesn't beat Thor. He doesn't. No. Probably even with Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Probably not. Maybe, but probably not. Vision, right? Why are you picking Killmonger? Why are you picking Nat? You can go to any universe. How about pick a good Thanos? Go and find Thanos.
Yeah.
Whose idea instead is I'll double the resource. Instead of halving all life, I'll double resources. This is a good guy. And that Thanos, the guys he fights is like the banks who want to keep everything, supply and demand. If there's too much supply, we'll lose money, and he has to fight big business. And he's get that Thanos.
Get that guy
instead of maybe Nat. Who's cool, I freaking like, great character. Not really appropriate.
There we go.
For Vibranium, Ultron with all the Infinity Stones deleting universes. Maybe not the go-to guy.
No.
Questions, innit?
So that was the end of the episode, right?
Yes, it was.
That was the end of episode 8. I'm gonna take this point. I'm gonna read out the comments that people left last week because I feel like it's worth reading out because they did take the time to write in. On our Discord server, Mr. 56 writes in. Carl.
Oh,
56,
Carl.
yeah. I don't know who Mr. is.
No,
maybe his dad or something.
Maybe it's a
like that.
typo.
That's probably something like that. Hawkeye has an invisibility cloak. Remember, he does everything as he sees it. So there you go.
Yes, that's right.
Hawkeye has an invisibility cloak. Yet another Harry Potter reference. That's why it sucked.
Oh, that'll be it.
And Hawkeye is in the Winter Soldier. And this twist is something I've pondered since I first saw Age of Ultron. I get that he was half dead, but couldn't Vision have cut Thanos in half in Infinity War? This is what we said.
Yeah, again, my fix to that, Thanos is coming looking for a fight, expecting to be beefed out.
Yeah.
And Vision is, like, our Vision has, like, a bit more soul and humanity to him. And,
he's a little bitch.
Right. And Ultron is like, oh, I need to... Don't even need to kill this thing. I will just kill it because it's the quickest way to take the thing from it.
Yeah.
So, bzz, and unzips him.
He says, is Captain Marvel the main character or what? I guess he finds out 2 seconds later that no.
Right. Yeah, no.
Seeing the Watcher almost interact with Clint and Nat was really cool. I want more. Nat dropping Clint, it's like Endgame. Endgame in reverse for you two idiots. Hey, we said that.
Wow.
We said that.
Yeah, you're late. You're late to the party.
Sticks and stones, sir.
That's right.
Watcher v Ultron is a cool fight.
Yeah.
And evil Doctor Strange is back.
Is he evil?
Well, at that point, I don't think he was. Like, he was consumed by power, but he learned his lesson at the end of it.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Overall, pretty good episode. Also, new Thor in town in this episode.
There's a new Thor in town.
There's
it's
a
true.
new Thor in town in
and
this episode.
Everybody loves the original
Thor.
Thor.
Exactly.
The
original
party
Thor.
animal, cares for nothing. Right. Everybody loves that Thor. It's the best Thor.
Next
I hate it so much.
Our next one is Adam the Whale, a.k.a. Alpha Aquilala. Oh, this is interesting. This is more of an Age of Ultron movie. Already more of a threat than Thanos, so that was cool. The most powerful, large-scale, destructive character that we've done yet. Makes sense that this is how he gets the Soul Stone too, although the timeline of events doesn't fit properly. Thanos shouldn't have had all those stones. Well, we don't know what's going to happen in this. Is this this universe, our universe, though? It probably could be another one.
Yeah, it's a different one.
Cool to see how the Watcher is seen this time by Ultron. Also cool to see where he resides, and I'm guessing that Ultron visits through space with the Space Stone. Yeah, exactly. That could be the way he gets there.
Oh, yeah. Well, because, when he makes that ship, it just appears in places.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
But it feels like it should have gone deeper than just activating the stone to leave or switch universe. Maybe it was a combination of all the stones. Yeah, possibly. That's what we're thinking. But how does he see them? We don't know. That's the one thing we don't know.
Also, and in fairness, let's not forget, it is, in fact, a cartoon.
It's a cartoon. Yes.
So it doesn't have the quality of, say, like anime.
I was going to say, don't take it seriously like anime, for example.
Right. Yeah, this isn't like a documentary... Right.
It's nothing worth mentioning, you know.
Right.
Not worth making profile pictures about Josh Anderson. All that was mentioned is that he activated a super high consciousness level, even with just regards to being able to see the Watcher. It might not apply to the multiverse travel, but they never explain how the power works for Ultron. I'm probably just missing something, though. Now, it seems the Watcher thinks he knows everything, but what happens in timelines. But in his interaction with Ultron, changed what happens in the timeline so that he could be surprised. Alternatively, timeline shenanigans. Alternative timeline shenanigans, supposed to say there. Cool looking fight between the Watcher and Ultron. I think it was really good.
Yeah.
Dr. Octopus Strange, I guess
yeah.
is alive. Love seeing more of him and the Watcher in this episode.
Also, important thing to note that, outside of universes, say like, in the TVA, Infinity Stones, massively powerful items still.
Yes.
Still. So that's a thing.
That's the thing right there.
Let me read that guy Matt, who comes in. Here's a lengthy review.
Too long. I'll say we don't read it.
I'll take it because you just did a big one.
Did a big one.
Decent episode. Some pretty nice references in there. That's it. That's the review.
Taking up everyone's time, Matt.
Come on, Matt. Come on.
There's other people we
Be
need to get to.
considerate.
Jesus Christ. Some people, eh? Do you want to read Diogo's one?
What the frick is... What's you are to?
You are to is a boss? Is that the Watcher's name?
I might be.
Maybe. Because like the Watcher's is superhero name.
Yeah.
Like Doctor Strange, are we using our made-up names? Oh, I'm Spider-Man then.
Yeah. The armor looks so sick. It's just a shame he got bodied in the end, yeah. Ultron became... so I kind of thought he was doing the Galactus bit.
Ultron became Galactus for a little bit.
Thanos got done dirty, but I get why they needed to just get going with the plot. The Clint stuff was cool. I just wish that Clint didn't die, even though they found something that could give them a win. During a reverse endgame, stop using our lines.
Fucking, these guys are copycats, mate.
And these freaking guys counting our flex
originality
every time.
Okay, no.
I lost my place.
Doing the reverse endgame didn't work here. Though.
Give me the finale. I might say that was the best episode. No, it was good. I liked the end.
I think it was okay.
Some cool stuff. It was okay. It was it was solidly 6 out of 10. Maybe 7.
Around that area for me as well.
With the Strange episode being like a 9 or a 10 in this sphere.
Yeah.
In comparison to everything else, but like, mid.
Yeah.
The whole show's mid. Side note: Carol never got to see Terminator 2, released in '91, as she got abducted in '89. That's why she says that she saw the Evil Robot movie and doesn't want a sequel. No wonder she's so miserable and unlikable. She never saw Arnold do the thumbs up, learn, smile, say sayonara, dickwad.
I was gonna say
needs to be cultured.
That's why she's like that. She's taken all of her social cues from a murder robot.
That's it.
And she thought that's what I'm supposed to be.
That's it. Do you know what? If you take the idea that Carol Danvers is raised because her mum is like, this highly successful woman, she's raised on movies.
Yeah.
But only could see like Terminator 1 and watched it over and over and over again.
Out of all of it, she's like, I want to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's
the guy that has functionally unlimited power in comparison to everybody else and acts like a soulless killing robot.
That's what I want to be.
This is the role model for
more
me.
With my personality.
This is the role model for me.
There we go.
Do you know what? There are a lot of parallels between Danvers and Terminator.
There are.
Thinking about this.
There are. And the final comment from Orphan of a T, Bloodborne broke me, he says. He's so OP. I was most excited to see him, and it didn't disappoint. So Vision could just kill Thanos in a second, but decided to force Wakanda to kill him.
Wanda.
Force Wanda to kill him. I guess it's because Vision is a pacifist.
A pussy fist.
Pussy fist, exactly. And Ultron is a fucking maniac. That literally ate the galaxy for no reason. He did actually eat a galaxy. Was it in this one or the next episode?
I think it's the next one.
Next episode,
yeah.
Which is odd because he knows. How did he know in this
what?
one? You see the future. Tell us, oh great
Actually,
one.
It must have been that one because that one's from 30th.
Yeah, that must have been from before.
Yeah, it must have been in the first episode we see it.
Maybe it was. Maybe we're just misremembering. Anyway, if you didn't, you're an amazing prophet.
Yeah, because he goes through all the universe. Oh, no, wait. I don't freaking know. It doesn't matter.
There you go. He may or may not be a prophet. Literally the galaxy for no reason. Also, that Hawkeye death was beautiful.
It was gorgeous.
And the Watcher is a badass, but we already knew that.
Yes.
There we go right there. Okay, so should we move on to the next episode?
There is one thing I want to say about Vision not killing Thanos.
Go ahead.
He doesn't think he won't be part of the cull.
Yeah.
Because Thanos is going to snap all the living things, so it's not a problem for Vision.
That's true. He can't be destroyed. He's not a living thing.
Exactly.
Actually, do you reckon it gets finite? It's like, well, what about AIs?
Yeah, like, is it sentient?
And then he has a whole discussion. He goes to his garden, pulls some more plants out while he's thinking.
Oh,
he's
mate,
like,
what about those fucking, like, gorillas that learn sign language? Do they count?
Oh, shit.
Bruv, does that count?
I think that's a living thing, I guess.
Actually, no, he does everything, innit? He does, like, birds and...
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, shit. Frickin' Thanos.
Fucking Thanos.
Anyway, episode 9.
Episode 9.
Do you have notes for this?
I do have notes for this, but do you want to continue? You're on a hot seat right
Okay.
Here. Yeah? Go for it.
The strongest start to an episode ever, with that great ending off with the Watcher fleeing to the micro universe was strange.
Yes.
Captain Carter in the plane
Oh yeah.
with Nat going to the tanker to face what's the guy's name? Batroc.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Jean-Luc Picard, thank
Yes.
you. And you know, they do the thing, oh, what about like the person in accounting? Oh, you know, it's not really for me.
They're doing this exact same
It's
scene.
the
isn't
same
it, from
scene.
thing?
We've
It's
seen
like,
this movie.
This person's in here. This has been jacked by this guy.
Yeah.
And she goes, hey,
What are you
so
doing
what
Friday
are you doing
night?
Friday
Yeah,
night?
yeah.
It's like, oh, you know, same usual stuff. Probably like working out, you know, bench pressing more than any man on earth, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, what about...
Sorry, mummy. Sorry, mummy. Sorry, mummy.
Mummy. It's like, what about that Bernard from accounting?
Yeah. Nothing good has ever started with Bernard from accounting. And
It's
then,
a good point.
and this was my favorite bit about the whole intro.
Yeah.
They open the thing. She jumps out and dives into the water.
Same way that...
Absolutely exact same. And no one mentions, did she just jump out without a parachute? It's the best line. It's literally the best line in the movie.
That Bones guy, whatever the fuck, Crossbones, whatever the fuck he becomes,
Right.
didn't say his line.
Why? It was first of all, it's such a great line because also, like, that lets you know when you see him again in the elevator scene that he knows what he's probably the only one of all those Hydra agents that knows really what Steve can do. Like,
Yeah.
really what Steve can do, i.e. survive terminal.
Yeah.
Like, just land in water or the ground. Doesn't matter. He's Steve Rogers. He's the only one that knows what's really coming.
Fucking bullshit.
And they deleted the line. One of the guys like, did she just yeah.
She gets on the boat as well.
She does.
She starts murking mans, same way with
Yeah.
the shield, just
Yeah.
knocking everyone out. And it goes a little bit differently where she meets Batroc for the
Yeah.
first time
Yeah.
right there. And he starts speaking English this time
Yeah.
instead of in French. And he's like, oh, I heard you could dance or something like that?
I heard you had many talents, or I heard you're a great fighter, and she's like, yeah, I've got many talents. I'm a great dancer.
A great
Something
dancer
like
as well,
that,
something like that. And they go fist to fist.
They
arse
start
to arse,
fisting.
foot to foot.
So
Yeah.
here's my thing. Batroc is not superhuman.
No.
Even Jean-Luc Picard, the real man, who's one of like the greatest MMA fighters ever,
Yeah.
like Steve or Carter are gonna wreck you. Like, it's not even close. Like, it's not even. It's not even close.
He's got a big ass head, a big ass ego, and he's about to get stomped on.
Yeah, I mean, like, even legit ninja can't face these guys, right? Like, and he's a dude that knows a bit of MMA, and
Exactly.
he puts his gun down. Like, so that's always bugged
Let's make
me.
it a fair fight. It's
And so, fair fight. Are you going to go and find a couple more guns and about 50 other dudes?
cool. You're gonna get an excavator.
You know,
That's
I
what you're gonna
literally
get.
fought the entire Nazi army and Sheps' favorite hentai actress. Like,
Did you know? God, let me educate you, son.
and then she gets like knocked over, which I don't really like. I have to be honest. Of all the movies, this is one of those scenes that has always bugged me. Whether
Yeah.
it was Steve or Carter, like the idea that Batroc can even stand up against
For a
this guy.
second,
It's not good.
she gets knocked over, but the crucial thing happens next.
Look behind you.
It's like, what's happening over there? I was like, what is she doing?
Does she really think that's gonna work?
But then the Watcher appears out. It's like, Captain Carter, a soldier lost in time. You have been chosen.
Yeah. By the way, I can't interfere, but I'm just gonna have to like snatch it real quick. Just
There we go. There we are.
yep. And then we go through. We see Peter Quill.
Yes, Ego is like sucking the soul out of him.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit. That probably counts as some sort of weird incest thing, but we won't go there.
You're sucking off your son. No problem. I'm gonna look this way.
And I was like, oh shit, Peter Quill Star-Lord. No, saved by T'Challa.
Saved by T'Challa.
At least that makes sense because we know T'Challa's coming home.
Yeah.
T'Challa's coming home. So, one of the things about this episode that is kind of nice is like all the stories tie in some way.
Yeah.
And they do get some resolution. Like we knew T'Challa from that soulless episode was going to come back to Earth. And then we see him come back to Earth and he saves
Yeah.
Peter Quill. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then Star-Lord's, not Star-Lord, frickin' the Watcher's like, T'Challa, Star-Lord, T'Challa.
Yeah.
We
You've
frickin'...
been chosen.
You've been chosen because reasons.
I like your helmet thing that goes
It's
in and out of your ear.
super cool,
The
and the fly
animation's
thing,
really good.
and that whole like taking the booster off your foot and putting
Yeah.
it on someone
Oh,
else.
great.
Like that's
Good
so
move.
good. I mean, you're gonna be fighting an Ultron in a vibranium body with all the Infinity Stones, but you're so good looking.
I've heard they call you sticky fingers though. Is that like a thievery thing or is that
Is
like
it
a
like-
hygiene thing?
Did you get bitten by a radioactive spider in this universe as well?
Oh.
No. Oh, never mind. There's a legit question. You don't pick Pete. You pick Star-Lord, not T'Challa the Black Panther, Star-Lord. You pick Nat.
No,
You
he
pick-
didn't pick Nat.
Nat's there though.
Oh, wait, not
yeah, he picks Nat.
She appears. No,
he
no,
grabs
no.
her.
No, I know what happened. So they go to her universe.
Oh, that's right.
And she slides in with the
So,
motorcycle.
they functionally pick Nat there.
Essentially, yeah.
And look, I love Captain America. I actually quite enjoy Captain Carter. Spider-Man beats the shit out of them.
Yeah.
It just bugs me so much.
Let's finish off the rest of the trio, the
Oh,
rest
yeah.
of the group, because at least the rest of them are good. They go
Killmonger?
to get what's that?
They pick Killmonger.
Yep. They pick up Killmonger. They pick up, which is just a weird one. He's it even says it's like the guy who killed Tony Stark. The guy who I was like, this guy's a villain. Why are you pick anyway? Whatever. Gamora. Gamora's wearing the Thanos outfit.
Yeah, because she defeats Thanos at some point.
She defeated Thanos at one point, which is
Very
really cool.
cool.
You've been chosen.
Also, we're gonna go with Killmonger, not the Iron Man in the Titan Buster suit, Hulkbuster suit. Sorry.
It was quite funny as well because it was like it's very clearly like a shitty suit. It wasn't like the refined Hulkbuster one.
Yeah.
It was because I think in this universe, I guess he hadn't made the arc reactor like we know. Anyway,
it's sort of the Hydra Buster Mark V.
Wherever
Yeah.
it looks more like very like makeshift put together.
Yeah, and it's got
quite
like
cool.
war paint and stuff on it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and they're about to be making something while they're picking up Gamora. They're making some sort of device for. What's it? Peter Dinklage, giant Peter Dinklage. is making something for them.
The giant midget.
Thor.
That's always bugged me as well. Like, it's such a weird creative choice.
It's funny. It's like, oh, you're a midget, but we're gonna make you giant.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
They find Thor.
Vegas
Thor's
Thor.
still fighting over his party world.
Fighting Ultron.
Fighting Ultron right
Yeah.
there. And
Is
you
it
can
this
have some.
Ultron?
And you can have some. And you can have some. And you can have
Is
some.
it this Ultron's army?
I don't know.
I kind of feel like it must be, right?
It might be because I mean he's gone multi-universe now. So
Yeah, and the
could
army
be.
does appear. Actually, no, yeah, because at the end of that episode, that Thor episode, that Ultron appears in a portal with an army, right? So it must be.
That's it. That's the one.
Yeah. And you can get some, and you can
and
get some, and you can get
It's
some.
like,
Thor, Odin, you can get some.
You've been
And you can get some.
Thor!
Some for you.
anyway. He just takes him out, and they all get taken to a good old-fashioned British pub.
Yes.
And
Also,
there's a picture of Steve on the wall.
there is.
Steve Rogers. Like, oh, so great.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a dick move. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Putting the
what a
love
way
of-
to freaking cock block, freaking, or ovary block, whatever you call that.
Exactly. Bit out of order. Bit out of order.
freaking tight.
Still trying to warm him,
What a dick.
isn't it?
Also,
And then he breaks you
with Thor, because this does relate. I guess he keeps an Ultron head and brings it with him
Yeah, he grabs one of the Ultron heads and he brings it with him for some reason.
for reasons.
And then he breaks it down. The Watcher basically says, like, I've chosen all of you guys to make my own Avengers. No, wait. No.
The
it's
Guardians of the
multiverse.
Multiverse.
I felt like we had another name that could have worked, but I guess we'll go for this anyway.
Right.
I was like, damn it. God damn it. I thought I called that when they were saying Avengers.
Yeah.
That's not. Thor goes, do you know what? This isn't my speed. I'm going to leave. All right, guys. You guys do your own thing. Bust out the door. Ah!
And it's like
going through a wormhole or something like that.
What's that monster at the end of Loki? You know that thing? Eliath. It's like Eliath's arsehole.
Yes.
They're like in his stomach. You know, it's the deletion button.
Yeah.
Right, it's just, that's it, the end of all things. Like, bro, why of all places did you put the pub in Eliath's stomach? What are you doing?
I took it as maybe that it was like the pub was traveling somewhere or something, and this was like a wormhole that it was going.
I was going past or through.
I was saying through, like a
Okay.
bit like a Star Trek warp drive type thing,
Right.
like they're currently in transit. I don't know what.
Even though the Watcher can just be like, we're here now.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, is that what's going on?
So many. Look, I kind of get it. The point is, the whole point is that, look, Thor, you don't have any option. You've been selected for this thing.
Yes.
But just some weird stuff goes on in this.
So then the Watcher basically lays out the whole deal with Ultron, what's been going on, and they lay out the plan, which is to separate him from the stones.
Yeah.
A small task. No, but it's totally easy.
No, it's fine, because we'll destroy the stones. Gamora happened to pack on her no second notice thing in, the pockets on this armor, mate. The Infinity Stone Destroyer.
Infinity Stone, she calls it a crusher, and I'm
crusher,
like,
that's it.
Cool, no problem.
Yeah, that's how Infinity Stones work.
But the rest of the guys basically call out just what suicide mission this is. They go, okay, so he could be anywhere in the multiverse.
Yeah.
Behind an army of robots.
Yeah.
With a full set of Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
This is a suicide mission.
Oh, no. It actually gets worse, actually, because he's made of vibranium in armor that he made to protect his vibranium body with Infinity Stones. And he's the most advanced AI ever created, based off the Soul Stone. Not Soul Stone, whichever stone it is.
Mind Stone.
The Mind Stone.
Yeah. This is going to go
so
well.
it gets worse.
And we're just a couple of dudes.
Yeah, well, we're some dudes, a really yoked chick.
Yes. Yeah.
And then a couple of heroes. You got Thor and Strange, who I think Strange is probably one of the most powerful, most potent creatures in existence.
Strange is the MVP for this team.
For
He's
sure.
the MVP.
Who also does the typical Strange thing of just waiting till the end.
Yeah.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah. They lay out the plan, and of course, Thor goes, in order for us to get right to work, we need to order some intergalactic Chinese food.
Yeah, is there somewhere that delivers across the multiverse? Yeah, probably.
Probably. Anyway, they get some Chinese food. They lay out the plan with the Infinity Crusher. And then they go, okay, we're going to go to an uninhabited planet so we can discuss the plan everything up, get our game plan sorted, and then go about our ways.
Let's go from here where we can't be seen to a place that we can be observed and discuss our plan. Let's do it, guys. Let's go.
They start a fire and they're all just talking around. They're like talking about whether or not they trust each other, etc. They gave the Thor gave the Ultron head to Killmonger.
I think he just puts it down and Killmonger picks it up and starts messing with it. I think that's how it went.
I think he gives it because he says to him afterwards, like, you trust him? It's like, I trust everyone. It's like, okay, this is a different version of Thor that we know. This is
I guess.
Anyway.
Because he's never been betrayed by Loki constantly throughout his life.
Exactly.
Fair enough, yeah.
And Killmonger starts to, like, mess around with it. He's using
because that's
his
how
hand
dead android things work, and also he can figure it out.
It seems to turn it on as well, and I was like, that's not a good sign.
It's maybe not ideal.
Let's not do that.
Let's maybe not summon Ultron.
Yeah, let's not.
When we're not ready.
However, even though they're on an uninhabited planet, which is totally the best place to be, where they cannot be observed, but they can be observed, Ultron suddenly spots them and comes to say hello.
Yes.
Doctor Strange immediately summons some spells and some protection spells.
It's a simple spell, but quite unbreakable.
Quite unbreakable, exactly. They look like they've got some quite cool armor, but it's obviously
it goes into like Thor gets the old school Norse stuff, the helmet with the wings and stuff. Like it's pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome stuff right there. And Ultron tries to kill all of them by just destroying the little mountain thing that they're on, making them all fall down into the abyss. And he's like, well, that was quite easy.
That was easy.
Turns around. However, unscratched.
Yeah. Normally you're easier to kill.
Huh. Interesting right here.
There is one thing, though. The thing that I don't get that bugged me the most about this plan.
Yeah.
The plan is specifically to get, or at least start with, the Soul Stone.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Why does that matter?
Well,
why the Soul Stone?
The Soul Stone is the tough one because it looks like what they do is they use one of the stones to power the Infinity Crusher, Stone Crusher,
okay,
and then that goes all autonomous and just starts grabbing everything else. Right. I don't know why it's specifically the Soul Stone. Anyway, T'Challa gets on his his boots and he starts flying through the air and he lands on Ultron and gets thrown away immediately. Yeah. But that's why they call him Sticky Fingers, because he steals one of the stones. Like, if it's that easy, steal the rest.
Also,
steal the rest.
Also, and I wanna point this out because it bugged me a little bit.
Yeah.
I get that he's Star-Lord.
Yeah.
But Marvel, in this series of stuff that they've put out, have done in the Falcon and Winter Soldier stuff, they've addressed like racism and stuff a lot.
Yeah.
They had the black guy steal the thing. I get that it's
Shit.
Star-Lord, but that bugged me a lot.
That's a little bit insensitive, isn't it?
That bugged me a lot. Also, they had the
A little
black
bit.
dead guy, whose character we love I love one of the most. And he gave one of the best performances, and then in this had a pretty soulless arc. They had that guy steal the thing. I get that it's Star-Lord.
You dropped the ball there, Disney.
And I get that a lot of people aren't going to see anything wrong with it. They're going to be like, no, it's just Star-Lord, and it happens to be T'Challa. I'm like, they've been so on key with everything else.
Yeah.
This frickin' bugs me. Have it be? They should have had Pete Webbit in the middle of something, or literal sticky fingers, because he has sticky fingers. That I found to be a little bit insensitive. Just saying.
There we go.
Just saying.
Disney almost had it. They almost had a perfect record.
Yeah.
Steals one of the stones,
Yeah.
and Ultron goes to try and go supernova and just destroy everything.
Yeah, just delete everything. But
But
strange.
I don't have one of the stones, so
I guess I don't have any powers now.
no powers. I'm powerless now.
If anybody has a head laser beam, they can just cut me in half, and that'll be it.
Exactly. God, that'll be done.
It'll be over. But Strange does his thing and summons portals.
Summons portals everywhere.
His own army. Oh no, it's his own army.
He does. There's a whole bunch of like fighting going on here.
Yeah.
He brings other zombies from from the other universe.
So this is the thing. Once they have the stone,
Yeah.
he opens a portal and drops all the zombies on frickin' Ultron.
Yeah.
And someone's like, I think it's Thor. Somebody's like, oh cool, zombies. Like you brought zombies. Like how's that gonna happen? He's like, no. It's not the zombies. It's what came with them, which is Scarlet Witch.
Yes.
The zombie Scarlet Witch.
When I first saw the zombies, I didn't think about Scarlet
Me neither.
Witch. I was like,
this is weird.
This is gonna slow him down, maybe just so they can get away.
And it's like a weird callback to the zombie episode.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, it's what came with him. And I was like,
and she pops out. She's like, and I'm like, oh shit, she can go toe to toe with Thanos. Okay, let's see this happen. Let's see
and
this
then
happen.
it's really underwhelming.
Really underwhelming. She gets deleted as well.
Yeah, she just.
There you go. But they do successfully escape.
They do.
They successfully escape and they get round. They get to another area. They'll get thrown through the portal and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then
Nat appears.
Nat appears. They're gonna tosses the Infinity Stone as you do.
Nat with the toss job
to Gamora, and Natalie comes swiping in with her motorbike and grabs it.
Yeah.
And obviously doesn't know these people, assuming that they're bad guys. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's now fighting. Although fighting the guy that destroyed the universe, maybe you side with them.
Yeah, if there's other people other than you, maybe you should help with go with these guys.
Maybe.
These guys.
But
but they were like, oh my god, no! It's like we're here to help. And Captain Carter's like, wait, I'm friends with the other now. Maybe I can get through to her. And she starts breaking it down. It's like your mother's this, your father's this, you're this person. Was like we're good friends.
You trust 3 people,
and I'm lucky to be one of them. And she basically understands. She's like, well, we must have been really close. It's like,
I really wish.
Actually, BFFs is what we call it.
Yeah, BFFs.
Oh, they're BFFs.
And it's like, oh, haha, girl power. I really wish it had said something in there, like, I don't know, pick something deep in the Nat lore that maybe we would know if we watched the show or the movie or something, and then have her say, I'm the only person you told about this thing, or about your sister. What's her sister's name?
I forgot.
Your sister, whatever.
Sister.
You know? Like, I've never told... I didn't even tell Clint about that.
Yeah.
There's the only way you know about that is that we really are this thing.
Yeah. They really are BFFs.
Right. Exactly. BFFs. Oh, BFFs. Let's have a pillow fight, and also let me talk to you about all my trauma.
I just brought my pajamas. Let's have a
Right.
pillow fight.
Right. The typical way Captain Carter and Natalie spend their time. Natalie Romanoff, they spend their time like that, right?
Every time I've imagined them, that's how it's been.
Right.
So, just so you know. So they go, okay, we're gonna get together. They then try to get the Soul Stone into the Infinity Crusher, but Ultron pops up.
I have a question. There's one scene between this of them being friends because they're totally BFFs and the Soul Crush thing.
Yeah.
I thought I saw Strange swallow the stone.
No, so I see what you. Do you know what it is? It's you know when he goes supernova to try and destroy the other area, he doesn't swallow the stone. He
sucks in the
swallows
explosion.
Okay. And
because
then he uses that to fuel himself.
Maybe
I thought it was as well. Just so you know.
Right, because I thought I saw that and I was like, did he just swallow the stone? Because I see him absorb something powerful and then glow with power.
Yeah.
Also, Dark Strange's motive is eating stuff and absorbing its power. And I was like, aha, he's going to be the real villain. This will be an interesting twist.
Yeah. No.
And then also, seconds later, I'm like, oh, but there's the stone. Why is it going... They're
Yeah.
hot potatoing the stone, but I just saw Strange eating the stone. I guess I blinked at the wrong time or something.
It happened right after the explosion, but it looked like, because he put something glowing
Yeah,
orange
he
in his
goes like
mouth,
that.
it looks like the stone, right?
Right.
You don't assume he took the explosion, turned it into a pill, and went, that's it, there you go.
And then they go and chase a thing that's the identical same color.
Exactly.
Like, it was a bit confusing to me.
So yeah, Ultron comes over, and he's about to kill everyone. He's punching everyone, but they're like, no, don't give him a chance to use the Infinity Stones. So we all just need to attack him one by one. Then they all go into this amazing like combo where like one person throws the shield, the other one throws a punch, the other one throws a kick, the other one blasts, the other one, and he doesn't even get a second to think about anything.
He ends up on the floor, and Gamora, who has done like nothing so far, which is weird because she can defeat Thanos. Comes over, puts the grinder on his chest.
Yeah,
and then
they put the Soul Stone in it, and it goes all autonomous, like with the fucking legs, and then goes up to his chest and starts crunching away at it.
Is that what I was? Because okay, so I have a question as well. Maybe I'm stupid. I'm stupid, but maybe I'm stupid and missed something here. I thought he gets the. Maybe I'm misremembering it because I also ran out of notes. I thought he gets the stone back, but they get him on the ground. The Crusher goes up and puts its like feeding its power arm on the Mind Stone and uses the Mind Stone to power itself and chews up all the Infinity Stones.
I think he does get the stone at one point, but they get it back, and I don't think he gets to like put it in or anything like that.
What I also don't get is what is the point of that weird like Starship Troopers brain sucker thing going on his head?
Fucking nightmare fuel. That's the thing. I think just because the stone was there, that it had another arm that could come out and grab it. Luckily, right? And it starts munching away, and you see it on the like indicator on this thing. It's loading. Got that stone. Got that stone. Got that stone. Got that stone. And it gets the final one, and boom, boom, explosion. You're like, oh my god,
that's it. We won.
We won, guys.
This doesn't feel over. Who says this? It's T'Challa, right?
T'Challa, I think, says it. Yeah, he's like this. Yeah. Why doesn't it feel over?
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't get the it's over. Where's the credits? Roll credits.
Roll credits, guys. And Ultron just gets back up and is like, so you know how every universe is just a little bit different.
Oh no!
These Infinity Stones are just a little bit different to your ones. And Gamora's like, oh no, we made the Infinity Stone Crusher in another universe, which must mean it must not work on this day. Well, the whole plan's gone to shit. That was literally the plan. It's all gone.
Everything else from every other universe works perfectly fine in every other universe for the task it was created in its universe.
Yeah.
But just except this one.
And also, it seemed like it was working when it was on it. What was it doing then?
And also, he just disappears?
Yeah, it's very strange. Very strange.
So, I gotta say, that kind of is shit.
Yeah.
That was shit.
And
then, frickin'...
he starts to like really power up, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna start destroying everything, and he starts like unleashing his power one by one. Their protection spells get blown off. Some of them get thrown into buildings nearby, like further away. First two to go are Captain Carter and Nat. And they happen to land
right next to the dildo virus freaking arrow.
Double-ended, so
the double-ended STD arrow is what it is. Yeah,
and they're like, "I've got a plan. I need you to get distract him and give me a clear shot. Can you do that?" It's like, I can do that.
Sorry, just very quickly, what is the plan exactly, Natalie?
Yeah,
you want to insert a Hydromaniac into the vibranium.
If she had said that, it'd be like, I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah,
and it's a good idea. Anyone else would have been like, nah, I think you've been out here too long, Nat. What's going on with you? You got a bit of a temperature there, Nat. Anyway, we see the power still going, and more people are getting knocked back. T'Challa gets knocked into a wall on like pin there.
Yeah.
And Nat goes off one side, Captain Carter goes off another to try and distract, and she makes a massive jump and takes a massive shot.
Yeah, so like Carter jumps on top of Ultron.
Yes,
And
just
does
like
exactly
midair.
what we all want, is to have her thighs wrapped around our neck.
Exactly.
She
She catches the arrow as well.
does she catch the arrow? I thought she
think she
pulls off
catches-
the helmet.
That's it.
And
Sorry.
then the arrow again goes into the only USB slot on Ultron in the eye.
Yeah, she nailed it. She's a fucking Hawkeye 2.0.
I told you, man, that's way better than Hawkeye's shit.
Hawkeye's shit.
Even a girl can do it.
Exactly. Like they're gonna do in Hawkeye the TV series.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Even a girl could do it. Anyway, and she nails him
Yeah.
right in the eye. We get a nice slow motion, sort of like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's pretty grim actually.
And the eye gets fucked up, and you're like, oh crap. But Zola gets loaded in. And then we see sort of like an internal power struggle where
Yeah, the two
Zola's like,
Delamain heads.
oh, this is really nice. I like being in here.
Yeah.
I think it's really nice
I
having
think I'll
legs
stay,
again.
yeah.
And Ultron's like, what's your objective?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing here? It's like, I think my objective is to just take over you. I think that's
Right.
my idea right here.
Because the 1950s Hydra scientist analog brain
Yeah.
is totally better at this than the Mind Stone.
Analog
Tony
to digital
Stark.
totally works. Don't worry
Right.
about it. It's fine. It's fine.
You know he's going to win because he's green, and that's the color of the Matrix. So
Exactly. And good things are only green.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
it's
The
true.
Hulk,
And
for
so
example.
exactly, and frickin' Ultron just falls over.
Down on the ground. And everyone's like, oh, we won.
Yeah, we won. Except
Except
Killmonger, who did the only reasonable thing a human being, even with the Black Panther serum, because he's Black Panther at this point, I presume.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Just stayed out of the way, and now uses the weird thing is he uses the head to take like the nanotech.
Yeah, it's like he uses the nanotech to like pull onto him, so then he has the Ultron armor
Also,
with the stones.
question: why is it he has like a psychic connection to this head,
Yeah, yeah. Good question.
and it knows to like?
The only thing that I could possibly think is that they skipped over the part where they told us that the suit that he has is also vibranium infused and whatnot, and also has an AI built into it that he can control a bit like Iron Man or something like that.
Right.
And then when it detects other vibranium, it's just universal. It's just it will just pull that all in.
Nice, simple, easily overlooked.
There's
Explains
14
everything.
steps in between that I had to fill in just to make your thing make
Right.
sense.
But so he takes like the nanotech,
Yeah.
and then the nanotech like brings him the stones.
Yeah, I guess it all floats over with
Yeah.
the armor and whatnot and like builds around him. And he is in the Ultron armor now.
Yeah.
And he turns around to everyone and it's like, we've done it. We can write everything now. We can
Yeah.
fix all the universe, all the planets, everything.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, this is, you need to take off that.
Also,
you
you're
need to give
kind
back
of
the
a bad
stones.
guy.
Yeah. And for a moment, he makes a compelling argument. It's like, we could fix everything. Don't you want to fix this Earth
Yeah.
now? To Charlotte, don't you want to do this? Don't you want to bring back your family?
Yeah.
It's like, cousin, what, don't you want to do this? And he's like,
I'm not your cousin.
I'm not your cousin. It's like, give back the stones.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no,
Nah.
that's just not going to
I
happen.
can have infinite power.
Exactly. But then Zola wakes up.
Dun dun dun.
Dun-dun-dun. And Zola's like, actually, I really like this power that I had, so I'm going to take it back. Pulls out his hand, the Infinity Stones can't come into him.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's using some magic robot
Crazy.
powers. And then Killmonger also has magic robot
And
powers.
goes, huh.
And he uses it to come back as well. And they get stuck in this like infinite sort of like struggle
Immovable
between...
object, unstoppable force kind of thing.
Stuck in the middle. And Doctor Strange realizes, he says, this was the plan all along.
Typical Doctor Strange. He has a couple of badass things, like he summons dragon heads that blow fire and stuff, and he uses the actress's arms, tentacles to slap him about a bit,
Exactly.
which again, good scene.
You were just like, oh, I wish that was me.
Man!
Oh, God.
Why don't they make this movie? But so
He realized
typical Doctor Strange is like, oh, we're not supposed to win. We're just supposed to not lose.
yes.
Or something. I know. While they're like arm wrestling, I'll just whoop,
Trap
pocket
them in a
dimension
bubble.
them.
Yeah.
And then luckily, there isn't anything that's going to, I don't know, like say time, that's going to affect one more than the other.
No.
Like, Killmonger's not going to age out and die
No.
or starve to death
Yeah.
in this pocket dimension. It's cool. They'll just be, and the weird thing is they're like locked in, almost looks like they're in ice, frozen in time.
Yeah, it's in the thing. It looks like they're continuously both struggling to do the same thing
Yeah.
forever. And I'm like,
without
would
moving or scratching their face or anything.
Would they not stop after a while? But I guess that's just the thing we have to accept, right?
Team up.
You know, eventually it's like, okay, we're not getting anywhere.
And
Let's
the freaking Watcher is like, yo, thanks for saving everything. Go back to your thing. Exactly where you are. I'm not helping. I can't do anything. I'm not helping you. I'm not touching anything. You have to go back exactly as you were, where you were.
Exactly.
Except Nat. It's cool.
Yeah, everyone's like, everyone starts to disperse. So just before this, they take the pocket dimension. They go to Doctor Strange's little bubble as well.
So I thought that was at the very end. But it doesn't
maybe
matter.
It was. It might be the end.
We've come to it now.
Exactly.
The Watch goes to Strange's pocket dimension. He's like, yo, safe for watching these guys, bro. And he's like, it's not like I got anything else to do.
I ain't got anything else to do, so I guess I'll watch them
you were kind of in a jailbreak here. You could have maybe come out.
Exactly.
Ask. Maybe?
And he tells all of the other ones to like, okay, you all have to go back to your things. You've done it. The curse, though, is that no one's going to know that you helped out. So
yeah, because you were, as far as they know, you're going to go back exactly where you were. Yeah. This didn't happen because time is going to continue exactly as it did.
You just need to be happy with the fact that you did.
You saved
the multiverses,
the everything.
Everything.
Good for you. Go back exactly where you were. No prizes. No other than the Chinese that you had. No, not even food.
And Captain Carter's one of the last ones to go out. And she's about to she's going out, and then she looks at the picture of Steve, which is a bitch move. I'm sorry, you can't do that. Everyone else was fine. You just decided to pick at that scab.
It's not like he picked freaking pictures of Thor's mum and shit.
In it, fucking just
what the frick?
Absolutely arsehole move right there. And she's looking over, and she's like, "Can't we just change one thing?" And it's like, "I'm sorry,
can't I go back or something?"
Can't.
Also, he's like, nah, trust me, blood. The world really needs you.
Yeah, the world really needs a Captain Carter. Trust me, that world's going to need it. And it's like, okay, that's a compelling argument. I understand why you shouldn't change anything in time. That's 100% fine. Nat, however, you can go back to any time you like because it'd be pretty lonely if you were to go back to this place right here.
Well, this is the thing. It's like everybody has to go back exactly where they were. And she's like, no, I'm not going back.
Yeah.
And, Nat, you're awesome. But power dynamics, you don't really have a say.
That was when he said that. I was like, "Well, he goes, the door was more of a metaphor, actually," and he just snaps, and then everything just comes back to it. I was like, "So you're gonna force her into what you choose to do?" But then it turns out he put her in where she wants to be anyway.
This is the thing, because the way I took it was Nat was like, if I go back here, I'm on my own. I'm gonna die, starve to death, or kill myself or just end up dying alone. It's going to suck. I'd rather beef this guy and have him kill me. That's the way I kind of took it, of her being like, yeah, but I'm not going to go. Sort of, I'll fight you to not go, knowing that she can't win. And the Watcher's like, no, you have to go back exactly. Everybody has to go back exactly where they were. I can't change anything. I can't intervene except for everything that I've done. By the way, I'm totally intervening. I'm going to put you here. This planet lost its widow.
Yeah.
Cool. There are no rules. What are the rules?
The rules just got changed just for her for some reason. Hey, she comes in with an epic flying kick and knocks Loki on his side. Yep. Grabs the Chitara, not Chitara,
the thing,
the staff, and mind controls Loki.
Yeah.
And Nick Fury's there, and it's like, you're not on that, but I sense you've got good spirit.
What? Nick Fury is a pretty suspicious kind of guy. I feel like that again that was a cool moment that was immediately cheapened by him just being like, yo, cool. No. Prove you're the Nat that they need.
Yeah. It was very strange. But anyway, that is the end of that. Nat's in a place where she'll be happier despite breaking the rules of time and everything like that.
Yeah, and the multiverse.
And that's the end of the episode.
Except post-credit scene.
There was a post-credit scene?
Did you not know this?
I did not see it. Oh,
okay,
no!
Well, spoiler alert, post-credit scene.
Okay.
We cut back to Captain Carter.
Yes.
And Nat on the ship once she's beat Batroc and all of that.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no. We cut back to Captain Carter in the scene. She's on the floor because Batroc, kicked her ass.
Right. I feel like I really messed up here.
And then Nat comes and, knocks him out from behind. And she's like, oh, you, I don't know, she says something quippy. And then they're walking through all the shipping containers.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, yeah, they found something. You think you'll be interested? And they go up to one of the containers. I'm going to spoil this before you get there. And they look inside, and inside, it's the Hydra Buster. it's the suit. And she's like, oh, the Hydra Buster, the suit. That's cool. Here you go. And she's like, yeah. And there's someone inside it.
Oh.
Da-da-da.
Oh. Hold on. I'm getting to it.
Come on, get to it. There.
Hydra Buster suit.
There's the Hydra Buster. And then
there's someone inside
and there's someone inside.
Who's inside?
We don't know. It's impossible to know who could possibly be in the Hydra Buster that was in a totally different dimension that's probably frozen in time. That's right. Also, I'm just saying, I don't know if this is a thing. I'm guessing that that's a very specific fetish that Steve's going to need to have for this relationship to work. You know, like I'm okay for like a beefy girl, but like Steve is all of 5 foot nothing.
Yeah.
And like maybe 45 kilos of a man, you know, and she's got to be what, 6'2", freaking 250 kilos of what, you know, those cows and greyhounds that have that muscle, that gene that makes them all muscular. She's yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm okay with it, but like I feel like the difference
is the problem. The difference is the problem. All right, let's kick it over to our boys who wrote into the Discord server with their reviews of the final episode of What If right here. Car56 writes in.
There's Diogo as well.
Oh, sorry, yep, there's Diogo. Yeah, he wrote in before, right?
The freaking guy wrote in before the freaking announcement over on discord.com/follow the link in the description.
Yeah, the link in the description. I think we should just disregard it because he wrote in before the
announcement. Yeah, frick this guy.
Finale. Well, that was super disappointing,
yeah.
But I guess that's what happens when you build up around a super OP foe and then turn him into a bitch when it's important. Also, this is the group that you have to guard the multiverse?
Right. Killmonger?
They got nothing on the Avengers. I'm sorry, but you needed a better team. The team up itself felt super shallow since the team rarely interacted. It's just like it felt like it meant it was a means to tie up everything. Stark Tony and the Hulkbuster armor.
Sakaar Tony. That makes so much more sense. You know Sakaar, that's where Thor ends up in Ragnarok. You know, where he fights Hulk and stuff. Sakaar, it's like that. If you leave the Bifrost, you end up in the garbage dump.
Oh yeah,
with Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
That's why his stuff has all the paints and stuff.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
That makes a lot more sense. How did he get there though? Don't worry about it. But
really cool.
That explains the technology and stuff. Cool. I didn't clock that. Very really cool. Good.
Sakaar with the Hulkbuster. I like the idea. Well, that was the missing episode because this was supposed to be 10 episodes. And they made it 9. They've cut out an episode. That's probably what that was.
Yeah, that probably is it because they didn't have the budget for RDJ to come and do the voice acting.
That's it. Can't say I feel gutted that we didn't see it. Ultron landing in the world that felt like Final Fantasy VII with the track trying to go with Sephiroth theme vibe. You're just talking another language to me. I don't know what you're talking about then.
Sephiroth!
Fight was lackluster, but paying off Zola having his stomach face face
that
from
was
the
so
comics
bizarre.
That was he's saying it's from the comics. I got very much Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle vibes from that.
So did I.
I was like, that's what that is right there.
Yeah.
Where did it come? See, well done, Strange. Without you, no one would have won. And more setup for season 2. Super disappointed. I'm also hating that we're doing Cap's story with the Peggy, but with Peggy is just super fucking boring.
Oh, I just got it. Hold on. I figured out the relationship. It's in her name.
Pegging.
Yeah, what? That was the joke. Oh, that was the joke.
Explaining the joke is always better, okay? Jesus.
That's fine. That's actually true. I retract your
statement. Yeah. Do something new for fuck's sake. Seeing episode 3's world with Cap back was sick though. That was the zombie episode, I think.
What?
Well, Cap was back when in the zombie episode, the beginning anyway, and then he got bitten.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, was that the zombie episode? I don't know.
I think so.
Okay. Thank you very much for writing in there, Diogo. Even though you suck.
And it was before the announcement, so it doesn't really count. You can disregard everything you said there.
Strike that from the record.
The Sakaar Tony stuff was our idea.
It was our idea. Yeah, exactly.
56 says, before I begin, last week I told Eddie I wouldn't be at the Streamcast premiere, and he just straight up cancels it. So sorry about that.
You guys, this is the reason why we cancelled it, because of Car56.
Yes.
Hashtag fuck Car56 in the chat.
That's right. The first
Fill
scene,
the comments.
The first scene was ripped straight from Winter Soldier. It feels really good seeing all the heroes back in action, even if there's spoilers for the Tony Stark on Sakaar episode. That's what we said.
I love how everyone knew it, but we didn't.
That's what we said.
We did.
How did we not know that?
Honestly,
We're pretty up on this stuff.
Must be. Do you know what it is? These kids,
Children,
these sperms that we have in watching our stuff right here, they're getting the better of us.
And the heroes meeting up feels great. Killmonger's right. This is a suicide mission. It's like some kind of Suicide Squad. That is a very...
What are we? Some kind of Suicide Squad?
I actually did think they were going to say that line. Also, Suicide Squad. That's some great branding. If you could have some like interesting heroes in that would be pretty cool. I don't know. You'd pick something obscure, like maybe a dude that's part animal.
Yes.
Just a weasel probably would be a good one.
Good one.
A guy that vomits like interdimensional, dissolve anything polka dots.
That sees his mum everywhere.
That was a great movie, actually.
I have a controversial opinion.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it. It wasn't. I didn't hate it, but I watched it.
Rank the two movies.
The two Suicide Squad movies.
Yeah.
It's league and bounds above the Suicide Squad movie. They read the first one because that was just like it started off. I was like, okay, all right, okay, yeah. No.
See, we'll get back to this streamcast. Don't worry. But for me, I have to say I really hated Suicide Squad 1, mostly despite it being terrible because they absolutely squandered the fire guy, whose name I forget, Inferno, whatever his name is.
Is it Inferno?
I don't freaking know. Who cares?
Pyromancy.
That guy, especially when he transforms into thing, I was like, this is freaking dope.
Yeah.
I want to see more of that guy. Yeah. Nothing.
Also, the Enchantress was so cool
hot.
And so hot. Yeah, exactly. Wanted to definitely be all up in that. And then they turned her into the better looking thing at the end. I was like, I've lost all the love for it. I don't even like look at it.
Totally.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Back to this.
Go.
When the zombies appeared, I thought Zombie Hunter Spidey would return, so I was disappointed. See, that would have been a freaking...
There you go.
And he has literally sticky fingers. And Natasha knows that her real... Natasha knows that her real father's name was Ivan. How exactly? She didn't learn that until Endgame. Son of a bitch. I knew Killmonger would betray... Oh yeah, he's doing it all as he's watching it. I forgot. I knew Killmonger would betray him. What? You didn't think he'd redeem himself and become a hero of that all the multiverse needs?
All of a sudden, he'll just turn into a good guy.
And Strange has to watch... over the two traitors. Ooh, post-credit scene. One thing I freaking love watching is like stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
One thing that does annoy me is that we didn't get a full follow-up on the zombie episode. Overall, great episode, but not better than the zombies. Here's my ranking from worst to best. Killmonger saves Stark, worst. Captain Carter, Evil Strange at number 7.
Wow.
I think we just stop there. The guy's a freaking idiot.
Yeah, I can't regard all the other episodes you mentioned.
Also, the two best. He's got at 7, Evil Strange. At 6, Hank Pym kills the Avengers. Those are the two best episodes.
Yep.
In reverse order. Evil Strange best, Hank Pym second. How the frick can you get everything so wrong? Only Child
all of your
Thor,
opinions are wrong.
Ultron World, T'Challa Star-Lord, Guardians of the Multiverse, and Zombies. Mate.
I also asked in the thing as well for people if they want to rank all of the Disney Plus episode shows we've watched so far.
Okay.
Diogo writes in. He says Falcon and the Winter Soldier number 1,
solid.
Loki,
Solid.
WandaVision, and then What If, purely because it had 3 to 4 great episodes and the rest were garbage to okay.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. Yeah, I'm putting it down below. I would do the same, except I'd put WandaVision first. WandaVision, Falcon, Winter Soldier, Loki, and then a huge gap, and then What If down the bottom.
Me personally, for my ranking, I would say yes.
There you go.
And then What If sucks.
Everything, yes. What If sucks.
Exactly. Cause personally, I thought the shows, the live action shows, were all so different.
Yeah.
And scratched so many different itches that I don't think it's actually a good idea to compare them.
Yeah.
They don't compare.
They're incomparable.
Right. It's like you can kind of compare like a Captain America movie to Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
Right. There are some comparisons there, or like Iron Man to Thor. But these were so different, and I loved all three of them so much. I loved WandaVision.
Yeah.
It was great for what it was doing. I loved Loki. I really liked Loki.
The one world they went to that I forgot the name of that was dying.
You got to love that one episode. That is the best episode in the whole thing.
The best episode.
I will say it does feel like every single one of these shows had one thing minimum that could just have been not included. You know?
Yeah. I pick WandaVision as my favorite because
I really like WandaVision.
The best character ever introduced to any MCU show, MCU movie, Ains.
Ains
was
it was Ains
solid.
all along. Ains was great. Also,
Ains all along.
If you get the stills where she creates the vision,
yeah,
you can see that she gave him a magnum dong.
Oh yes.
So like fair play, Wanda. It's a good thing that I presume she has healing powers as well.
What do I need to heal this broken heart?
A foot long schlong.
A foot long. Oh god.
Orphan T. Bloodborne broke me. Or Orphan of T. Your name's freaking so. I hate all of you. I'm gonna go in and not allow anyone to edit their names. It's just gonna be your first name. That's all you're allowed.
Delete the Discord server and start again. Thanos,
we
snap
should.
it.
Let's do it. Or no, let's like Thanos. Let's just delete half of everyone.
Half of everyone.
And see what's left.
Unfortunately, you were a casualty of the snapping. So
right. That was good. It was weird seeing Gamora and Tony since we know nothing about them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because they were on Sakaar, bro.
Did you miss that episode? Loser. You don't even know.
Ultron and Doctor Strange were the high point of this show. The battle was so epic and cool. I like the new Thor in town. And I'm excited to see if the characters connect with Doctor Strange too, since it's a multiverse movie. I am curious to know if there is how much of the multiverse stuff is going to connect in Doctor Strange 2. I hope there's a bunch in there for those of us that suffered through this. That we can be like,
I have a feeling this is not going to connect at all to it.
No, I also have a feeling that the only thing we're going to get from WandaVision is like an end credit scene.
Yeah.
I'm really afraid of that because it would be so cool to see Strange go up against Wanda and then realize that they're not enemies.
Yeah.
Because obviously she smashes him. But like, man. Anyway.
Adam the Whale, a.k.a. Alpha Aquila. Right, Sydney says, so ego is of no consequence.
No, he's a minor bit part character. He's not even that strong, I think. Nowhere near as strong as, let's say, Killmonger.
Celestial being, but whatever.
Yeah, and you wouldn't want like Peter Quill, even if he wasn't Star-Lord, who's half Celestial. You wouldn't. That's not worth. Well, also, why is it anyone can touch Infinity Stones now? And before,
before it was like you have to be a super strong.
You
got
to be like a freaking Titan, and Peter Quill, who is half Celestial.
Even that was hard for him. He had to join with all the others.
Right.
A fight against the wielder of the stones where the heroes win, almost. It's okay. The reveal of the stones were still intact was good. Zola defeats him. This feels underwhelming.
Yeah.
That was okay. One of the better episodes of the series, but doesn't really say much. It's true, the series was kind of bad.
The series was kind of rough. Also, I think this is a two-parter, but it's like one long episode. The first half, one of the better episodes.
Pretty good, yeah. As for my updated rankings, from best to worst, Wanda the Vision. Fuck. Loki, What If, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Soldier and the Winter Falcon, he says in this one.
Yeah, perfect.
Really? You put What If above that?
I have to disrespectfully disagree.
Yeah, disrespect. He has an explanation here, I think. He goes, so Loki has switched places with WandaVision since my ranking after Loki's finale. Falcon and the Winter Soldier is still far behind. And will probably stay there on its own for the foreseeable future. What if there's a mixed bag, sort of in the middle of this gap? Taking the average rating of the 9 episodes, some What If episodes were good, some What If episodes were stinkers, but I tried to rank the series as a whole.
Here's the thing. If you're really going to tell me that, and even the Doctor Strange episode, which is by far the standout best episode, by far, is going to compare to like the bromance developing between Bucky and... What the frick is Anthony Mackie's real name? Character name. Freaking, what is his name? How do I not know Falcon's name? It's gone. It's not in my head. I can't.
Shit.
I have nothing. You know, normally
I only know him as Anthony Mackie and Falcon. That's it.
What? It's on. Normally, you know, you're like, oh, the name's on the tip of my tongue. I got nothing. It's a complete blank. Nope. Falcon. that bromance and like developing friendship is so great that I'm sorry, you're wrong. You're wrong. Also, as
Sorry,
everybody
mate.
knows, the best romance in the entire franchise, Bucky and Sam's sister, Sam Wilson, isn't it? That's Falcon's
Oh
name.
yeah, Sam. That's it. There we go.
What's his sister's name though? Lisa?
Sarah.
Sarah. Bucky
remember
and
her.
Sarah romance. Perfection.
There we go. All right, and that's everything from our bros over there. Falcon and I say Falcon Winter. We talk about so much. What if
Yes.
rounded up, finished
Thank
there?
God.
Thank Jesus.
I-
Honestly.
I really, really wish we'd done the Star Wars Visions instead.
Yeah. So for the foreseeable future, we're gonna have a little bit of a break. We'll probably have maybe 1 week break, and then we'll
At
come back
least.
and we'll finish with The Witcher.
We'll air the episodes. They've been held back.
They were held back because of what if obviously they
Right.
want to compete.
And because Witcher Season 2 is supposed to be coming this year? still?
December.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll have a little bit of a break. We'll have a discussion on whether or not people want to watch Hawkeye. That's going to be the next thing that comes out, but that's in like end of November. So there is a bit of a gap.
There's a bit of a gap.
We did the thing where we was like, we continued with something, and I felt like we got a little bit stale where, we were just doing it for the sake of doing it
Yeah.
rather than doing things because we wanted to be here.
Also,
So we
this
might take
isn't
little
a
bit of
Disney show.
It's a bit of everything.
It happened that a few banger shows came out on Disney Plus with Marvel characters that we've all been itching
Yeah.
for back to back to back.
Yeah.
But it isn't just Disney Plus stuff.
Exactly.
So feel free to, if there's anything coming out you're looking forward to,
Yeah.
put it down there. We'll definitely look into it.
Yeah.
But
keep an eye on our Twitters, keep an eye on the Four Pillars Twitter, on Discord and stuff like that, where
That's
we
right.
make announcements for what's coming up in the future. And we can get talking about that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you for tuning in for another episode. Thank you for watching all throughout this series, and thanks for supporting the Four Pillars Network and
That's
supporting
right.
us at Conversations over here.
When you say the Four Pillars Network, it's sort of like thanking the guy inside the lifeboat
Yeah.
for surviving. Really, the lifeboat is what's keeping everything afloat. That's us.
We're doing that.
We're doing everything. I'd say we're like the Titanic. Unsinkable.
Unsinkable.
You can bet your life on
Exactly.
Conversations.
If you want to get some content in between streamcasts, because God knows you're not going to watch the Four Pillars podcast,
Right.
And as always, fucking that nonsense right there. You can head over to Conversations,
That's right.
and links will be in the description, and you can
They
check
will
us
be.
out. We do a True Gamer podcast where we talk about gaming every single week,
We do.
and you can check out some good stuff there.
Yeah.
All right, bro. I'll
Yeah.
catch you in whenever the next one is. And,
Yeah, for
I'll
The
catch you-
Witcher.
I'll catch you all the way over on our channel for the podcast.
Oh, yeah, which is going to air this Saturday. And
Yes.
then after a week's break, we'll be back for the double episode finale of The Witcher.
Exactly.
As intended, as
intended.
planned,
Where it was all meant to go.
the way it's supposed to seamlessly slot in perfectly
There you go.
for the next Streamcast.
All right, bro. See you later. The Watcher.
Why-
He sees everything. He sees everything.
I don't
Oh
know
my
if
god, they saw me.
I don't know if I made this joke,
Go on.
but I do feel like that is really kind of creepy. And also, so is Santa. He sees you when you're sleeping. He sees when you're awake. Right? He knows when you've been good or bad. If he knows when you're naughty, like
What have we been
70%
doing?
of girls' fetishes is being naughty. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's got a.
Santa, I'm naughty.
You think Skinamax is good? The Watcher got some.
I'm naughty. You're gonna,
Right.
You're gonna spank me, daddy.
Also, there's a universe where Santa's real.
Oh shit, yeah.
Now that's creepy. Does
So the Watcher's watching Santa,
Does
watch Santa, watch little boys.
or Santa's watching the Watcher fap to
Oh
other?
no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah.
no. This is going down a dark road. Dark road. Dark road indeed.